Okay, dear student, in this video we are going to discuss last class that comes under your kingdom Protista, that is your protozoan protist. In previous video we people have discussed your photosynthetic protist, consumer decomposer protist, and in today's lecture we are going to discuss your protozoan protist. Let me recall it once again. If we are talking about your photosynthetic protist, उसके अंदर we people have understood your chrysophytes, dinoflagellates and euglenoids. In yesterday's video, you people have understand consumer decomposer protist, which is also called as your fungus-like protist, जिसके अंदर हमने पढ़ा slime mold. We people have also understood life cycle of slime mold. In today's lecture, we are going to understand the last category, जिसको आप बोलो protozoan protist. Under protozoan protist comes your amoeboid protozoans, flagellated protozoan, ciliated protozoan and sporozoans. These are the four categories which are present in your protozoan protist. Okay, so let me discuss general characteristic of protozoan protist. If we are talking about protozoa, right, then these organisms are heterotrophs. Heterotrophs in the sense they cannot prepare their own food but depends on other for food requirement, right? Most of these organisms are either predator or they are parasitic. So have a look what I have written. Most of them are predators, right? And some of them are parasitic in the sense who causes harms to other organisms. These protozoan protists are considered as primitive relatives of animals. Okay, they are considered as primitive relative of animals. Okay, now if we are talking about types that comes under your protozoan protist, so first we are going to start with your amoeboid protozoan. As the name suggests, इसके अंदर कौन सा एग्जाम्पल आना चाहिए? That is our amoeba. We very well know that. Now, if we are talking about habitat of amoeboid protozoan, then this organism can be present in fresh water. They are even present in marine water, that is your sea water, as well as they are present in moist soil. So अगर कोई आपसे हैबिटेट पूछे amoeboid protozoan का, तो what will be your answer? Number one, they can be present in fresh water, sea water in the sense we are talking about marine water and your moist soil. Now, if you want to discuss locomotion in amoeba, say for example, locomotion in amoeba occurs by means of false feet, जिसको आप क्या बोलो? Pseudopodia. Okay, so what is the locomotory organ? What is the locomotory organ in our amoeba? That is your pseudopodia. Okay, to have a look what I have written. They move and capture their prey by putting out pseudopodia. Pseudo का मतलब होता है false and podia का मतलब होता है fit. So pseudopodia is your false fit which is present in amoeba. Now simply, pseudopodia is formed by extension of cell membrane. Simple as that. जो amoeba की cell membrane होती है, it's going to extend. Say for example, this is amoeba जिसका shape कैसा होता है? Irregular, right? Now, say for example, this is extension. Can you see this? This all are extension of plasma membrane, right? And this extension of plasma membrane is called as pseudopodia, which is locomotory organ which helps amoeba to move from one place to another place. Also, it plays an important role in capturing of prey. Simple as that. Now, if you are talking about certain marine forms who lives in sea water, then this organism have silica shells. क्या present होता है? Silica shells are present on the surface of marine forms. Okay, And one such example I have written over here, ant amoeba. Okay, again this is one more example that is under your amoeboid protozoan. एंट अमीबा पूरा नाम होता है इसका एंट अमीबा हिस्टोलाइटिका. ओके, एंट अमीबा हिस्टोलाइटिका. ठीक है, दिस एंट अमीबा हिस्टोलाइटिका आर पैरासाइटिक इन नेचर. If I am talking about parasitic, मतलब they are responsible for causing harm to host organism, right? This ant amoeba histolica in our body is responsible for causing amoebic dysentery. Okay, this is responsible for causing amoebic dysentery. Okay, amoebic dysentery is otherwise called as amoebiasis. इसको क्या बोला जाता है? amoebiasis. This you people are going to understand in later class. अभी के लिए इतना याद रखो, ant amoeba histolytica comes under your amoeboid protozoan, and this protozoan is responsible for causing amoebic dysentery, or else it is called as amoebiasis. Now dysentery का मतलब आप सबको पता है डायरिया, yes or no? But the main feature of your amoebiasis is diarrhea which have blood and mucus. So the patient suffering from amoebiasis passes bloody stool which contains mucus, okay, which contains pus cell. So this is all about your amoebic protozoan. दो examples आप सभी को याद रखने हैं. Number one is your amoeba and second one is your ant amoeba histolytica. ant amoeba histolytica कौन सा डिजीज करे? amoebic dysentery बोलो, or you can say it as your amoebiasis, one and the same. So this is about your first category, that is your amoeboid protozoan. Now let's talk about your second category, flagellated protozoan. As the name suggests, the organism who are placed under this flagellated protozoan, right, have locomotory organ as flagella. Okay, so you people very well know that cilia and flagella, these two are the locomotory organ which helps organism to move from one place to another place. So if you are talking about this flagellated protozoans, तो ये organism के पास locomotion करने के लिए कौन सी organ present होती है? That is your flagella. Okay, here क्या था? Pseudopodia, whereas in this case क्या है भाई? Flagella. Simple as that. Now if you are talking about these organisms, right, then these organisms are either free living or parasitic, as I have mentioned, right? They are either free living or some of them are parasitic. Most important thing, ये जो parasitic forms होते हैं, okay, they are responsible for causing certain diseases. Of course, parasitic का मतलब क्या होता है? वो harms other. Harms in the sense it is going to cause disease. One such example I have mentioned over here, that is your sleeping sickness. This is caused by trypanosoma. Sleeping sickness is caused by your flagellated protozoan, जो कि parasitic form है, जिसको आप क्या बोलो? Trypanosoma. Am I clear? Now let me describe some point about your sleeping sickness. If you are talking about this sleeping sickness, then this protozoan is transmitted by TCTC fly. Okay, same like your malaria. Same like your malaria. Female Anopheles mosquito, yes or no? That mosquito is carrier for your malarial parasite. हाँ या ना? हाँ. वैसे ही ये ट्रिपेनोसोमा का कैरियर कौन है? कौन सी फ्लाई है? TCTC fly. Okay, so the infection is caused by TCTC fly. The patient who is suffering from sleeping sickness have early symptoms like fever, headache, joint pain and itching. Okay, these are the early symptoms. But as infection spread, in later stages, patients may suffer from behavioral changes, confusion and poor coordination. So these are symptoms of your sleeping sickness which is caused by your trypanosoma. तो ये दो चीजें हमने खत्म करी, that is your amoeboid protozoan and flagellated protozoan. This example is very important for your NEET as well as your board examination. ये पूछा जा चुका है. trypanosoma क्या है? flagellated protozoan है. कौन सा डिजीज करे वो? स्लीपिंग सिकनेस. एंड दिस इंफेक्शन इज कॉज्ड बाय योर TCT से फ्लाई. Now let's talk about another two classes, that is your ciliated protozoan and your sporozoan. So if you're talking about your ciliated protozoan, as the name suggests, ये organisms के पास क्या present होगा? Cilia, right? So cilia over here is the locomotory organ. What is the main difference between cilia and flagella? This, however, you are going to understand in chapter cell. But for here, you have to memorize that flagella are present in 1 or 2 number, whereas cilias are present in 100 to 1000 number. Okay, this is the main difference. Flagellas जो होते हैं वो long होते हैं, whereas cilias are small structures. These are the main difference between cilia and flagella. Flagella एक या दो, cilia may be 100 or it may range up to thousands. Flagellas are longer structure, whereas cilias are smaller structure. So if you're talking about your ciliated protozoan, right, then this ciliated protozoans have locomotory organ, that is cilia. Thousands of cilia. If you're talking about their habitat, then most of this organism are aquatic organism, right? Most of them are present in water, maybe fresh water or marine water. Okay, now if we are talking about this ciliated protozoan, right, then one such example that comes in our mind is paramecium. You people have understood this, right? Sleeper like structure, that is your paramecium. And can you see this black color portion? This black color portion represents your cilia. Okay, now these organisms have a cavity. Can you see this portion? This portion. Okay. These organisms are having a cavity. This cavity is called as gullet. ये cavity को आप क्या बोलो? Gullet बोलो. This cavity opens outside of cell surface. Most important thing. If we are talking about ciliated protozoans, right, then most of them have a cavity. This cavity is called as gullet, and this gullet opens to outside. Opens to outside. Okay. Now, if you're talking about this cilia, right, then coordinated movement of this cilia plays a very important role in engulfment of food. How come? Due to the coordinated movement of cilia, what happens? Your water along with food. वाटर लेडन लिखा है आपकी टेक्स्ट बुक में. लेडन का मतलब होता है लोडेड. सिंपल एज दैट. लेडन का मतलब क्या होता है? लोडेड. ओके. सो ड्यू टू मूवमेंट ऑफ सीलिया व्हाट हैपेंस? वाटर along with food, right, enters the organism by means of gullet. Okay, enters the organism by means of gullet, that is your cavity. Simple as that. Okay, so this is your ciliated protozoan. क्या चीजें आपको याद रखनी है? Aquatic organism they are. Locomotory organ होता है cilia. Okay, most of them have a cavity which is called as your gullet, which opens outside the body or outside the cell surface. Okay, and most important thing, the coordinated movement of cilia plays a very important role in drawing of food. How come? Due to this, water along with food enters gullet. Okay, this is how organism obtains nutrition. Now let's talk about your last protozoan protist, जिसको आप बोलो sporozoan. As the name suggests, this organism have spore like life stage. Okay, this organism have what I have written, spore like stage in their life cycle. Simply अभी के लिए इतना ही याद रखना है आपको. Most of these sporozoan are parasitic, that is they are responsible for causing disease. One such example I have plotted, that is your Plasmodium, and you people know what is Plasmodium, right? Plasmodium is our malarial parasite. You people are familiar with the word malaria, yes or no? Malaria occurs due to this sporozoan. To be more specific your Plasmodium. Okay, तो अगर आपसे कोई पूछे कि मलेरिया का कॉजेटिव ऑर्गेनिज्म क्या है, बैक्टीरिया, फंगाई, प्रोटोजोआ, तो what will be your answer? The answer will be your protozoa. To be more specific is your sporozoan. So dear students, this is all about your kingdom Protista. Hereby we have completed your kingdom, your chrysophytes, dinoflagellates, euglenoids, slime mold and protozoan protist. उसके अंदर नंबर 1 amoeboid protozoan, flagellated protozoan, ciliated protozoan and sporozoans. Okay, thank you.